Hello everyone, and thank you for being with me today for the introduction of one of our new industry modules, the bike leasing one. So, the bike leasing industry is booming. More and more customers are looking for flexible and more eco-friendly transportation options, and so the demand is crazily increasing, but companies do not have the right tools to handle this growth in the market. So please scan here the QR code while I'll tackle your questions at the end of this presentation. So for today, we'll first check out what are the challenges of the industry. Then we'll see how we can turn these challenges into actual opportunities. And then I'll show you in a concrete way, while jumping into a demo, how it can work. And we'll wrap things up thanks to with your questions and answers to them, thanks to this QR code. If you cannot scan it now, I'll share it afterwards anyway. So, well, the industry is booming, and anyway, you have many things to manage. For example, the customers want very different things, so you have to create very specific offers, and it can take a lot of time, but also push you to make mistakes, and of course, we don't want that. Whenever a quote is validated, okay, well, the offer is done, the sale is done, well, you will need to have the invoice created recurrent, like in the recurrence that you chose, which is hard to handle, can push you to maybe forget some invoices, miss some payments, and of course, as a company, we want the money we've earned, so that's not an option. Let's just say that the invoicing is handled, okay, we need to make sure that our products are reserved whenever we have told the customer that they would get them, make sure we deliver them, and make sure we always have enough products in our stock, in our inventory, to always have good offers and good things to offer to our customers. And it's hard to track all that. Afterwards, of course, as in every company, customers can have really high expectation. If they go for a lease, for example, for 3 years with you, they want to have a quick response if anything happens to the material that they've taken at your company. So it's important to be able to answer really fast. And it can be hard to handle if you receive like emails, calls, and trace the answers that you provide. And then, well, we're just a company, so of course we want to grow, and we cannot find time to grow if we do not have the right tools to have good reporting on what we do. Well, here, I'm not just here to push on the pain points of the bike leasing industry. I'm here to show you that we have a good solution that you can begin implementing right now. So at Odoo, we have launched for this new version 43 new industry modules. These are specialized configuration solution tailored for specific sectors, meaning that you can handle everything for your business thanks to pre-made configurations, meaning that it takes less time to implement, the tool is ready for you, and again, more time to handle your core business and not the administrative stuff around your activity. In the case of the bike leasing module, our goal is to have a tool that simplifies every step, from the first interest of a customer until the end of his leasing, and of course the many more new bikes that he'll take. Today we're talking about the bike leasing industry, but of course the goal of this module is that it can be applied to any other leasing activity. So let's go check what can Odoo do and why this module is a game changer. So first we will see how easy it will be for employees to create personalized offers for customers, but also for customers to handle everything on their own online so that it doesn't take a minute from you, it's all done. Then we'll see how whenever a leasing is confirmed, Odoo will take over the recurring invoices. So no more error, less time on administrative stuff. I think everybody enjoys that. Then we'll see how we can make sure that we always have enough products available for new customers, but also that we have blocked, reserved all the products that we have promised to a customer. We'll see how we can easily purchase new products, and of course, how it will help us save so much time that we'll be able to grow. Not grow only as a company, but grow also through the tool that you're using that is evolving with you. So it may seem too good to be true. I promise it's true, so I'm going to show you how it works. So please meet Green Cycle. Green Cycle is a bike leasing company that is active in the field since 2012. Well, they're using many different tools. It was kind of going okay, but it's been for the past couple of years that the eco market is booming and they wanted to answer like all the demands they've been getting, but it was becoming really hard. And now they're using Odoo as a tool and it was really a game changer for them. We'll check how it is for them to work. So let's first check out how it was to begin the use of Odoo for Green Cycle thanks to this bike leasing industry module. Well, it's pretty simple. You can just go to your existing database onto the industry's app sector and choose the industry you want to implement. Here we have the bike leasing. As I told you, there are 43 currently existing. So let's check out how they work at Green Cycle at the moment. So here, I'm an employee at Green Cycle, and on a daily basis, I like to have a good view on everything. By a show of hand, who has already used Odoo? A lot of people. Okay, great. So for the ones that may not have used it ever, here is an Odoo environment. You see here that we have already many applications. Odoo has 82, so don't hesitate to check them out. Here in the case of Green Cycle, they begin by really using everything that concerns their daily tasks, but we're thinking about implementing everything that concerns human resources in a few months. Well, very easy to do. We'll just go through the apps, human resources, and install the applications that we need. Because indeed, the industry modules that we saw here are really implemented to be configured, but used within the broader Odoo so that you have access to all the existing features. So let's go. So we made some modifications and added some new products onto our website, and I would like to make sure that it looks as good as I remember. I can just click on my website and see how it looks. Well, great, I like the different options. Here, actually, the different pages that I see here have been created thanks to the module. So anyway, in the Odoo, the website builder doesn't require you to be any kind of web design expert. You can modify everything very simply. And also, thanks to the module, well, pages related to what you do have been created automatically. Here in this case, well, maybe the page is too wide. I would like to modify something. Well, as I told you, I'm no web design designer. I can just come here and thanks to a drag and drop system, add a cover, put the name of my company, and let's go. I really like it as it is. Well, it's good that as an employee I like it, but let's see how the experience is felt by a customer. So here, as we go up, I'm just gonna redo the page so that, of course, we see what we've just put in place. So here, as a customer, well, I was wondering about leasing a new bike. So I'm checking, and well, Green Cycle is really smart because they put the bike that I want to buy, that I want to lease, of course, on the first page. So here I see the cargo bike. That would be great. I love to take my nephew out for little runs and stuff, so that will be great. Let's check it out. I see that there is a button here that will enable me to select all the different elements. So here I can find many different options. Of course, details like the picture of the bike, the name, and the price. Well, here I want to offer the different periods of leasing and how often they will be invoiced. Thanks to this button and the configurations I've done, I will be able to choose what recurrency I will have. Here in this case, I would like to be invoiced yearly. I see that the price automatically changed. In my case, black is not very happy. I like the yellow one, and my nephew is getting bigger, so let's take a good motor so that I'm sure that it works well. Let's get a quote. Here, as I get my quote, I see that different options are available. This means that for Green Cycle, customers will just do upsells for them on their own thanks to all the options available. In my case, I would like an assistance, of course, the bench, well, to take my nephew, and a rain canopy. I don't want him to be totally wet. We live in Belgium, we know how it is. Let's proceed to checkout. Here I can have a view on the order I've just made, and it looks just fine. Let's check out. As I check out, I will be able to have a specific options available thanks to this module, which is get a quote. Because indeed, at Green Cycle, we want to make sure that whenever a customer orders something, we have the right products, we can set up a specific delivery date, and launch the recurring invoice. Let's check it out, and let Maria, the customer, get a quote. Here, As a customer, I see directly my order, I received an email, very good. Now let's see how they see it at Green Cycle. Well, I checked my website, it was all good, very good. Let's see if someone bought anything. Well, we know that our customer Maria did. As I go into my sales application, I will see that Maria just made a purchase with our yellow bike and the different accessories that she took. Very good. Here, what I will do is confirm, okay? Everything is configured, she chose the recurrency, it's all good. We have all the articles. Indeed, I told you, it's important to handle our inventory and make sure that we always have enough products. Thanks to this little green graphs, the products for which I want to check the inventory levels, I'll be able to see if they're available. Here, amazing, I have everything, I can directly confirm. As I confirm, different things happen. Practically first, I have a button, create an invoice, that will be created. Well, I prefer to invoice whenever the products have been delivered. Well, thanks to the integration within the different applications that are integrated into Odoo, I can click on delivery, open it, see the different products, and as we're so effective at Green Cycle, everything is already prepared for Maria, we can validate that everything has been delivered. All good. Now, as I go back on my sales order, I can create the invoice. Perfect. I want her to pay everything all the time. Well, we see that a blue banner just appeared. As I told you, now that the leasing has been confirmed, automatically the recurring invoices have been created. We see here that will happen automatically until we set up an end date. Indeed, you can even set up an end date here if necessary. Well, that's all good for me. The sale is handled. Let's go check the rest of the company. Indeed, we saw that we just made a sale. It's important to make sure that we always have products available. So as I go into my inventory application, I can enjoy many reporting options that will help me make good choice thanks to the data available. Here, as I go through my stock, I can see that, for example, the bike that is interested here, we don't have any anymore. Well, let's go purchase some so that we have everything we need for the next sales to our customers. Here I can go into my purchase application and find all the purchases I've already done. So here I see the ones I've already created and I can just create a new one. Indeed, here it will be very easy to just select a new supplier or Bike43, which is a great supplier. We always work with them. I like the way we work. Great. Here, as we said, we wanted to buy the bike that is this and said, let's take both. Perfect. And let's take a few ones of each. 5, 5. I think for the winter, this color will be a hit. And I can just send it by email or with Bike43. We work very, very easily. I had them on the phone. It's confirmed. I can just confirm here. Again, as we saw before when we made a sale, we had a delivery slip created to deliver to a customer. Here in this case, as I want to receive the products from my supplier, I can just go check the receipt, and Bike43 is as effective as Green Cycle. They've already delivered the products. I can just validate. Great. Now let's go check out how the inventory levels have evolved. As I go back into my inventory applications, the reporting, the stock, and here I see that the quantities of products have evolved. Great, I have everything I need for my customers. That is great. Well, we said before that it was important to handle all administrative stuff, sales, purchases, but it's also important to make sure that you have a good after-sales service. Customers need to feel confidence that you will help them and everything. How I can do that is thanks to the help desk application. Its goal is to be an assistance center. The goal is that you can configure it and have a pipeline, a view on all the different requests that are ongoing, like here, and have a good view on everything. For example, I can open this one for Charlotte's tickets. Well, she filled the message online to explain her problem. I was able to put a priority, etc. Well, it's great. How it works for help desk ticket, well, someone could call me and I could create a new ticket here, or we want them to be independent, be able to do it from home, so we're going to check out how it can work from the website. Again, let's put our shoes into, just put ourselves into the shoes of Maria and fill in a ticket. Here in the different pages created, the module created the page Help. Here, not only will I be able to submit a ticket, maybe even add a document, for example, with my broken battery, but I can even enjoy chatbots. Chatbots make it easier for customers to find the right place on your website to find the information they need. Here in this case, Maria has a technical issue. Well, we will see the different options available. It was the battery that broke. Here, we'll see, is there anything else to add? Well, no, my battery is just broken. I want a new one, so no. And here, great. The system just created a ticket for me. They just need my email to contact me afterwards when it's done. And what do I need to do? Okay, well, nothing else. I will receive an email of confirmation and I will have my request treated by Green Cycle. Now, if we go back to the Green Cycle view and our assistance employee, well, if we go back to the help desk application, we'll see that now in the customer care, we have the ticket that Maria just created. And as I open it, I will see the discussion they just had, see that it was a battery problem. Of course, I could add additional questions. And well, no worries, Maria. I'm gonna help you as soon as possible by just sending you a message, help on the way. Good. Maria is feeling good now. So, very good. Today, we saw how easy it will be to handle sales. First, by connecting with customers, creating quotes, but also letting them do it online so that they're totally independent. We'll see how employees, we can just handle the sales created, check our inventory levels, and make sure that the delivery is happening well. Then, of course, as inventory managers, we'll be able to make sure that we always have enough products, discuss with our suppliers, and receive everything. And after all, we will, of course, have a good service for our customers to make them stay with us and recommend us to other eco-friendly friends that want to have leasing options. And at the end, the final word of this is that, of course, I will be able to find lots of reporting and save lots of time to make sure that I made good strategic decisions in the end and not lose information into maybe my different Excels that I'm using. So, thank you for your attention. I would be really happy to answer the different questions you may have. Yeah.
The first one is, how do you handle repairs on bicycles?
Well, repairs can be handled thanks to the application repairs. Indeed, we didn't show it today, but there is a great application where you will be able to enter all these and follow up, connected to the help desk too.
The second is, how do you follow up on your contracts?
Could there be some additional information about the follow-ups?
Perhaps it could be if you have a subscription for a lease for the bicycle, then how can we maybe remind them before their payment is due, or maybe that it's changing? Here,
one detail for those who know Odoo, what is important here is that we didn't use like subscription or rental. It's really a configuration that is in the invoicing application, okay? So these are really separate things. So in the case of subscription, indeed, a payment is required and the invoice is going in parallel. Here in this case, an invoice will be automatically sent every time, and then as you receive it, pay it to your suppliers. And of course, for the rest, for like making sure that people pay, sending reminders, these are just options that you can find, for example, in the accounting application.
Another question is, are there any connections to other leasing platforms like KBC Lease? Or maybe Uber?
No, this is really still in the mindset of Odoo of having everything that you may need for your company handled in Odoo. In case, I've never heard about this other supplier and this integration, but yeah, we could definitely check it out, but it's not...
better to keep it in standard Odoo.
Yeah, Odoo only.
Is there a way to handle bikes as assets?
The bikes as assets. What do you mean?
I mean, maybe for the valuation or...
For the valuation, well, you can always have like the valuation of the bikes you've bought and see it in your inventory valuation, if that's the question. That is as any product that you may have in Odoo and for which you have a value.
Okay, next question is, does it also work for short-term renting, like in hours rather than in months?
Of course. We just configured the 3 recurrencies that were monthly, quarterly, yearly, but of course you can change it, add whatever you want, and even add an end date if it's, for example, per hour from now until next day at the same time.
Okay, there's one more question here, but I think that maybe it's better at another talk, which is, how do you manage finance, leasing, accounting according to IFRS 16? But I think perhaps you can talk with the accounting product owners.
Yeah, I think that will be best.
More of a talk about bike leasing than accounting.
Yeah. Yeah, this is more related into accounting rules than really configurations of the bike leasing module.
Okay, are there any other questions? We might have some time specific to leasing, no? If not, then thank you so much for the presentation.
Thank you for your attention.
Great job,
have a great
demo.
day.
Thanks everyone for coming. And stick around, I think there's going to be another talk in here next.